హాయ్ మ్యామ్స్ అండ్ సర్స్, గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ టు ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. ఈరోజు మనం ఇంకొక క్వశ్చన్ స్టార్ట్ చేశానండి. దట్ ఈస్ ద డయేరియా, ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది డయేరియా, దట్ ఈస్ క్లాసిఫికేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది డయేరియా అండ్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ది డయేరియా. ఆల్రెడీ 2 క్వశ్చన్స్ అయిపోయాయండి. బ్రాంకెల్ ఆస్తమా కోసం నేర్చుకున్నాము అండ్ దెన్ ఇంకొక క్వశ్చన్ కూడా నేర్చేసుకున్నాము. దట్ ఈస్ ద వెజైనల్ డిశ్చార్జెస్. దెన్ కమింగ్ టు డయేరియా. డయేరియా ఈజ్ ద ఓల్డెస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ అండి, కొత్తదని చెప్పను, ఎందుకంటే మన ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ నర్సింగ్ నుంచి రిపీట్ అవుతూనే ఉంది. బట్ మన యాజ్ ఏ మిడ్ లెవెల్ కేర్ ప్రొవైడర్గా ట్రీట్మెంట్ అనేది బేస్ అయి ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఒక్కసారి డీప్ డిస్కషన్ చేసుకుందాము. ప్లీజ్ కోఆపరేట్ విత్ మీ. ఒక్కసారి నా వీడియో చూడండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి అండ్ షేర్ కూడా చేయండి మేడం. దెన్ ఇందులో ఒక ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ ఉంది మేడం. సివియర్ డిహైడ్రేషన్ అండ్ సమ్ డిహైడ్రేషన్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఈజ్ సేమ్ ఇన్ ఇన్ఫాంట్ అండ్ యాజ్ లైక్ సివియర్ పర్సిస్టెంట్ డిహైడ్రేషన్ అండ్ సివియర్ డీసెంట్రీ ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఇన్ ఇన్ఫాంట్స్ ఈజ్ సేమ్ మ్యామ్. మనకి టేబుల్ ఫామ్స్ లో ఇచ్చారు, దాన్ని నేను డిస్కషన్ లాగా బ్రీఫ్ డిస్కషన్ గా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తూ రాశాను. Please share my video. Thank you.
Today my third question is explain classification of diarrhea. In that the B question is discuss that for diarrhea as per plan A, plan B and C. Definition of diarrhea. Diarrhea, also spelled diarrhea, is condition of having at least 3 loose liquid or watery bowel movements each day. It often lasting for a few days and can result in dehydration due to fluid imbalance or loss of the fluid. This is according to Wikipedia. And then coming to classification of diarrhea. 3 types. That is short duration bloody diarrhea and persistent diarrhea and dysentery. In the dysentery again divided into cholera, bacillary dysentery and amoebic dysentery. Short duration bloody diarrhea. Bloody diarrhea means blood seen in the motion. And persistent diarrhea. This is lasting more than 2 weeks, which can be either watery or bloody diarrhea. And coming to dysentery. Infection of the intestine resulting in severe diarrhea with the presence of blood and mucus in feces. Then coming to cholera. Cholera is usually very acute severe watery diarrhea. Then coming to, it is occurred due to a infection with the bacteria Vibrio cholera. The main danger is rapid and severe dehydration. Then bacillary dysentery. Bacillary dysentery is acute infection is caused by Shigella. And amoebic dysentery. Amoebic dysentery is a condition characterized by diarrhea caused by the Entamoeba histolytica. These are the classifications of the diarrhea. Then coming to clinical manifestations of types of dysentery, cholera, bacillary and amoebic. In cholera, acute watery diarrhea, no blood in stool, no mucus in stool, no specific fecal odor, and stool is often grey and turbid, it like a rice water stool, and possible vomiting, severe dehydration which can have a rapid onset, can be severe and is potentially fatal. Then it can cause the shock also. Then coming to bacillary dysentery. In that you have a fever, blood in stool, mucus in the stool, often abdominal cramps, toxic appearance, possibly associated convulsions, lethargy. Then coming to amoebic dysentery, usually without fever, blood in stool, mucus in the stool, unpleasant odor, may alternate with the constipation and flatulence, both are. These are the classifications of clinical manifestations. Then coming to according to assessment of young infant and children for diarrhea to classify dehydration and dysentery or diarrhea.
According to signs and symptoms, the classification as the following of two signs and symptoms in that it is called as the severe dehydration. The two following symptoms are lethargic or unconsciousness, sunken eyes, skin pinch goes back very slowly. It is called severe dehydration. Then coming to some dehydration. The following of the two signs and symptoms are restlessness, irritable, and sunken eyes, skin pinch goes back slowly. Then coming to no dehydration, not enough signs to classify as a severe dehydration or some dehydration is called as no dehydration because no signs and symptoms of the related to the dehydration. Then coming to the dehydration lasting 14 days or more, it is called as severe persistent dehydration, and severe dysentery is called as the blood is in the stool is called as severe dysentery. Then coming to treatment for diarrhea, same treatment for severe dehydration or some dehydration in the infants. It is the gives first dose of intramuscular injection, that is ampicillin 100 mg per kg, and injection gentamicin 3 mg per kg. If the young infant has low birth weight and dehydration or another severe classification, advise mother to continue breastfeed. And how to keep the young infant warm on the way to the hospital, you should explain and refer urgently to the hospital with mother giving the frequent sip of the ORS on the way. Or if the infant does not have low birth weight or any other severe dehydration, give fluid for severe dehydration. This is plan C. As per IMNCI guidelines, and they refer to hospital after rehydration. If infant does not have low birth weight or any other severe dehydration classifications, if give fluid for severe dehydration, plan C, and then refer to hospital after rehydration. This is the treatment for severe dehydration and some dehydration for the infant. Then coming to children, severe dehydration. If child has no other severe classification, give fluid for severe dehydration, plan C. If the child has another severe dehydration classification, refer urgently to the hospital. Advise mother to continue breastfeed. If child is 2 years or older and there is cholera in your area, give doxycycline for cholera. And coming to some dehydration in children, give fluid and food for some dehydration. This is plan B, and follow up in 5 days. If not improved, advise mother when to return immediately. If child has another severe classification, refer the child urgently to hospital. Then no dehydration. Give fluid to treatment diarrhea at home. This is the plan A. Advise home care through ORS or rehydration and personal hygiene maintenance. And follow up in 2 days if not improving. And in the children's, if follow up in 5 days if not persistent diarrhea in the children. This is the classification of the severe dehydration and some dehydration treatment of the children. Then coming to the severe persistent diarrhea treatment of the infants. Gives the first dose of the ampicillin 100 mg per kg IM and injection gentamicin 5 mg per kg. If the young infant has low weight, dehydration or another severe classification, treat to prevent low blood sugar.
Warm the young infant by skin to skin contact if the temperature is less than 36.5 degrees of the Celsius or feels cold to touch while arranging the referral. Advise the mother to keep the young infant warm on the way to the hospital. Refer the urgently to the hospital to the infant. Then coming to the children treatment for severe persistent dehydration. Treat the dehydration before referral unless the children has another severe classification. Then refer to the hospital. Coming to severe dysentery treatment for infant, give first dose of the injection ampicillin 100 mg per kg IM, injection gentamicin 5 mg per kg. If the young infant has low birth weight or dehydration or another severe classification, treat to prevent the low blood sugar. Warm the young infant by skin to skin contact if the temperature is less than 36.5 degrees of the Celsius or feel cold to touch while arranging referral. Advise mother to keep the young infant warm on the way to hospital, then refer to the urgently to the hospital. Then coming to children treatment of the severe dysentery, treat the dehydration before referral. Give single dose of vitamin A and give zinc sulfate 20 mg daily for 14 days, follow up in 5 days. Give cotrimoxazole for 5 days. 2 pediatric tablets twice daily for a child 2 months up to 12 months and 3 tablets twice daily for a child 12 months up to 5 years and follow up in 2 days. One thing you should remember, ma'am or sir, the severe dehydration or some dehydration of the infant treatment is same as like severe persistent dehydration and severe dysentery of infant treatment is also same. This should be remember, ma'am. Coming to cholera management. Treat and prevent dehydration. Prevent spread to other people. Inform to authorized. It is the communicable disease, so notify the condition. And plenty of oral rehydration solutions to prevent the dehydration and possible shock also. Then coming to ORS, 2200 ml to 4000 ml in the first 4 hours and plus as much water as they want in addition to ORS till the symptoms of dehydration disappear. No antibiotics. Maintain intake and output chart. Assess the dehydration level. IV fluids, that is dextrose 5% in sodium chloride 0.9% may be started as per requirement. And check vital signs accurately 2 hourly. The duration of checking the vital signs may be increased or decreased depending upon the condition of the patient. Put an IV cannula and hydrate them well with Ringer lactase, as this can save a lot of lives. If patient has pulse rate of more than 100 per minute, dry tongue, decreased urine output, sunken eyes, or when the patient looks sick, all these signs are indicates of the hospitalization and parenteral treatment. Coming to bacillary dysentery management. Prevent and treat dehydration. Start tablets ciprofloxacin 500 mg 12 hours for 5 days. If the patient is pregnant woman, this tablet is contraindicated. Then coming to amoebic dysentery management. Rehydrate the patient with oral or IV fluids. Provide nutritional support. Prescribe the metronidazole. If the patient failure to respond to treatment, refer the patient for laboratory confirmation and worsening conditions. The most common diarrheas are self-treating illness where take off hydration with oral fluids with oral hydration preparation will suffice.